The demo looks better after a prompt tweak. The answer is smoother, the tone is confident, and the team wants to ship. Then one old support case quietly fails in exactly the way last month's customer complained about. This is lesson 22 in Claude Code, production AI agents. We are building the eval mindset, the habit of proving improvement before trusting a better sounding agent. Lesson 21 secured the agent supply chain. Now we ask a different question. Once the parts are trusted, how do we know the behavior is actually getting better rather than merely becoming more persuasive? The core idea is this: evils turn agent quality from opinion into a release signal. That means you need more than final answers. You need artifacts, traces, checks, and operating rules that let a team compare yesterday, today, and the next release. The visible artifact is the evil first operating loop. It has 5 parts: task eval, trajectory eval, system eval, canary, kill switch. Those parts turn a fuzzy discussion into a concrete review conversation. This part of the visual map matters because it shows the actual moving pieces: eval set, quality signal, CI gate, canary run, kill switch. If one of those pieces is invisible, the team will struggle to operate the workflow under pressure. Use this checklist before treating the workflow as ready: task eval, trajectory eval, system eval, canary, kill switch. These are not decorative boxes. They are the operating questions that decide whether the agent can be trusted outside a demo. In practice, this example has 4 parts: eval det, silent regression, benchmark theater, false confidence, unmeasured drift. The point is to make the agent's work inspectable rather than asking everyone to trust a polished final answer. Score the design against this rubric: task eval, trajectory eval, system eval, canary, kill switch. A weak score does not mean the idea is useless. It means the workflow needs stronger boundaries before it becomes production work. Day 2 is the real test for the eval mindset. A new model version, tool version, policy update, or dataset change enters the workflow. The team should be able to compare the new run with the previous run, inspect the evidence, and decide whether the difference is improvement, regression, or noise. Without that comparison path, the agent may change faster than the organization can understand. Use this implementation checklist before expanding scope: eval set, quality signal, CI gate, canary run, kill switch. Each item should produce a concrete artifact, not only a meeting note. If the artifact cannot be inspected later, it will not help during review, audit, or incident response. Block release when these risks appear: eval det, silent regression, benchmark theater, false confidence, unmeasured drift. A blocked release is useful information. It tells the team where the system needs stronger evidence, better calibration, narrower scope, or clearer ownership before it reaches production users. Before a leader approves wider rollout, answer 3 questions in plain language. What decision will this evidence support? Who owns the signal when it disagrees with human judgment? What happens if the signal is wrong during a real incident? These questions connect the eval mindset to accountability instead of turning it into another dashboard or checklist that nobody trusts when pressure rises. A useful mental model is pre-flight checklist. It reminds us that measurement is only useful when the instrument is understood, maintained, and read in context. Otherwise, the dashboard can create confidence without control. Our worked example is a release gate for a code review agent. In that workflow, the important pieces are eval set, quality signal, CI gate, canary run. The agent can still be creative, but the system around it must make the important behavior inspectable. The build sequence is simple: define what good means, capture the evidence, run the check before release, store the result, review failures, improve the workflow, repeat. That loop is slower than a one-off prompt, but it is how agent systems become dependable. Use the readiness rubric, task eval, trajectory eval, system eval, canary, kill switch. If a team cannot point to each part, the release is relying on hope. Hope is not an operating model. The common mistake is waiting until after launch to define what good means. It feels efficient because it avoids upfront work. It becomes expensive when the agent regresses, drifts, or fails, and nobody can explain why. Let us recap Lesson 22. For the eval mindset, define the signal, capture the path, review the evidence, and connect the result to a release decision. Quality should be visible before trust is requested. The lesson learned is this: evals turn agent quality from opinion into a release signal. A production agent earns trust when quality, risk, and history are visible. Subscribe for Claude Code, Production AI Agents. The companion book is linked in the description. In Lesson 23, we design evals specifically for agentic workloads, where normal answer grading is not enough.